to my channel Icon Teacher. I am Satya Prasad. I hope all of you are safe at home. Most of the students are looking for good video lectures in maths so that they can learn properly even during the pandemic. So with the view to help the students, I am starting the classes. Hope you enjoy the sessions. Thank you. Hi. In this session, you will learn the first chapter, Relations and Functions of class 12th. The prerequisite knowledge for this is sets and relations functions from class 11th. Well, you already know that a set is a well-defined collection of objects. Let us consider two non-empty sets A and B. The Cartesian product of these two sets is given by A cross B. So, if R is a relation on set A, R is a relation on from set A to B. If R is a relation from set A to B, then R is given by the subset of the Cartesian product A and B. So once again, let us see what is a relation. R is a relation from set A to B means R is a subset of Cartesian product A and B. So now we are going into detail of what is a relation. Relation. So we have considered two non-empty sets A and B. The Cartesian product of these two sets is given by A cross B, and any subset of this Cartesian product is nothing but a relation from set A to set B. So we write it as R mapping from A to B, which means that the elements of set A are related to elements of set B through a certain rule, and all the elements will be in the form of ordered pairs. So let us try to write this in detail, taking some examples. Let us take an example, say A equal to say 1, 2, 3, and let B be equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So A cross B is equal to 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. So these are the possible ways the element 1 can be related to elements of set B. Similarly, let us see how many ways can we relate elements of 2 to elements of set B. That is 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. Similarly, we can relate the element 3 with elements of set B as 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5. So we got A cross B as this. Now let us try to frame some relation on R is a relation from set A to set B. Let us try to write a relation R on from set A to set B from A to B, defined as R equal to the set of all ordered pairs x comma y such that x plus y is less than or equal to 5, x belongs to A, y belongs to B. So this way of writing the set is called as set builder form. So I wrote a relation R as the set of all ordered pairs x comma y such that x plus y less than or equal to 5, x belongs to A, y belongs to B. So this way of writing is called as set builder form. Now let us try to find out those ordered pairs which satisfy this condition from the Cartesian product. So this is equal to R is equal to, now try to write the different values, and if I plug in x and y, and if those which satisfy this condition are to be chosen from the ordered pairs from the Cartesian product. So 1 and 2, if I choose 1 plus 2 is 3 is less than or equal to 5, so I can choose this ordered pair. So 1 comma 2 satisfies this condition, and similarly 1 3 also satisfies because 1 plus 3 is 4 is less than or equal to 5 is true. 1 comma 4 is also satisfying the condition, and 1 comma 5 does not satisfy because 6 is not less than or equal to 5, it is more than 5. Now let us see 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, then we can't choose 2 4, then we can choose 3 2, and we cannot choose 3 3, 3 4 or 3 5. So we have written R as the ordered pairs 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 2 2, 2 3 and 3, 2. So this way of writing all the ordered pairs in braces is called as the roster form. The first way is called the set builder form, and this is called as the roster form. Please make a note of this. Let us see the arrow diagram. In the arrow diagram, we draw two circles with set A containing the elements 1, 2, 3 and set B containing the elements 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we are going to draw the arrows by which the elements of A can be related to elements of B through the rule that x plus y should be less than or equal to 5, where x belongs to set A and y belongs to set B. So 1 is related to 2, so we put an arrow 1 to 2. Also 1 can be related to 3 because 1 plus 3 is 4, which is less than or equal to 5, so it is also true, so we can draw an arrow. And also with 1 with 4. Similarly, 2 with 2 is drawn because 2 can be related to 2. 2 with 3 can also be drawn an arrow, and also 2 with 4 is not possible, so 3 with 2 is possible, so we draw an arrow 3 with 2. And 3 with 3 once again not possible, 3 with 4 or 3 with 5 is also not possible. So this way of drawing the arrows by which the elements of set A are related to elements of set B is called as the arrow diagram. So we have seen the three different ways of representing the relation. The first way is the set builder form, the second way is using the roster form, and the third is using the arrow diagram. Then after understanding how to do the representation of the relations, then let us see what is the domain, the range and the codomain. So once you have seen the relation given as 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, then similarly 2, 2, 2, 3 and 3, 2. So we have seen the relation contains these ordered pairs 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 2, 2, 3 and 3, 2. Now the first part of each ordered pair are written as a set without repetition. So let us write that as set containing 1, 2 and 3. So that set is called as the domain of R, shortly written as DOM of R. So the domain of this relation is given by DOM of R, which is equal to the first part of the ordered pair without repetition. So you should write only one time 1, and then we have 2 and then we have 3, the first part of all the ordered pairs without repetition. So we write 1, so don't write 1 2 times because again it is here, so you should write only one time. So you should write the first part of the ordered pairs without repetition. So the domain of R is 1, 2 and 3. Then the range is given by, the range of R is given by the second part of each ordered pair without repetition. So we can write 2, then 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 4. So second part of each ordered pair without repetition is called as the range of R. Then the codomain, the codomain of R is nothing but the second set of this particular relation. So here, since R is a relation from set A to set B, so we call this B as the codomain. So here the second set is B, which is the set containing the elements 2, 3, 4, 5 is called as the codomain of this relation R. So after understanding this, what is domain, range and codomain? Now very important point is, if you want to write that any ordered pair belongs to a relation, we write it as 1, 2 belongs to R. This can be also written as 1 is R related to 2. So both mean the same. So if you write 1, 2 belongs to R, this implies 1 is R related to 2. Now if you see this in this relation, 1, 4 is not in this relation. So I write 1, 4 does not belong to this relation. So this can also be written as 1 is not, so you put a slash, 1 R not R related to 4. Sorry, 5. 1, 5 does not belong to R. So I write this as 1 is R not related to 5 because 1 comma 5 does not belong to the relation R. So I write 1 comma 5 does not belong to R implies 1 is not R related to 5. So you write R with a slash saying that 1 is not related to 5 through a relation R. Whereas 1 comma 2 is a member of this relation. So we write 1 comma 2 belongs to R or 1 is R related to 2. So in general we can write x comma y belongs to R implies x is R related to y. X comma y belongs to R means x is R related to y. Please make a note of this. In this video, we have seen what is a set, what is a relation, how to represent the given relation in set builder form, roster form and using the arrow diagram. And then we have seen how to find the domain, codomain and range of a given relation. And also we have seen how to write the ordered pair related to a given relation. So x comma y belongs to a relation R is x is R related to y. If you liked our videos, like, share and subscribe and click on the bell icon for further notifications. Thank you.